Gone too soon. National Youth Service Corps. Adamawa State bids tearful farewell to 3 fallen Corps members. There are losses that leave a scar on the heart. Losses so painful that words seem inadequate to express the depth of grief they bring. Such was the atmosphere on Saturday as the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) Adamawa State Secretariat bid a final farewell to 3 young Corps members, Jalilat Suleiman, Usman Shuaibu, and Abdullahi Dauda, whose promising lives were cut short in a tragic motor vehicle accident on 3 June 2026 along the Narehi axis of the Gire-Song Road in Adamawa State. Only days earlier, these young Nigerians had completed their orientation course as members of 2026 batch, a Stream 2. Filled with hope, excitement, and dreams of a successful service year, they had embarked on a journey to retrieve their belongings and settle into their places of primary assignment. Like thousands of Corps members across the country, they looked forward to making a difference, building friendships, and contributing their quota to national development. Sadly, fate had a different story to tell. Before they could begin the chapter they had eagerly anticipated, death came unexpectedly and took them away from their loved ones. The burial ceremony held at the specialist hospital, Yola, was filled with tears, prayers, and heartfelt tributes. In attendance were religious leaders, representatives of the Nigerian Red Cross Society, the district head of Nasarawa Abba, Alhaji Abu Bakar Aliyu, the Sarkin Sudan Adamawa, the chief imam of Nasarawa Abba Central Mosque, family members, NYSC officials, Corps members, and sympathizers who gathered to mourn the painful loss. The grief was visible on every face. Parents wept for children whose futures had been bright with promise. Friends struggled to come to terms with the reality that voices they had spoken with only days ago had fallen silent forever. Corps members stood in disbelief, mourning colleagues who had shared the same dreams, hopes, and aspirations. Speaking during the ceremony on behalf of the state coordinator, Mrs. Osoro Caroline Chinedu, NYSC officials expressed profound sorrow over the tragedy and prayed for the peaceful repose of the departed souls. They also reassured the bereaved families of the scheme's support and commitment to the welfare of Corps members. One of the most touching moments of the ceremony was the demonstration of love shown by those whose lives had been touched by the deceased. Staff members of Nurul Yaqeen Academy, one of the employers of the fallen Corps members, traveled all the way from Mubi North to Yola to pay their last respects. Accompanying them were 3 Corps members serving in the area, who made the long journey to honor their departed colleagues. Their presence spoke volumes about the impact the deceased had made within the short time they spent in their host communities. As part of the final rites, condolence letters from the NYSC management were presented to the bereaved families, assuring them that they were not alone in their moment of grief. When the final prayers were offered and the bodies were conveyed to the cemetery for interment, a heavy silence lingered in the air. It was a painful reminder of how fragile life can be. Yet amidst the sorrow, there was gratitude for lives that, though brief, inspired love, friendship, service, and sacrifice. The dreams of Jalilat Suleiman, Usman Shuaibu, and Abdullahi Dauda may have been cut short, but their memories will continue to live on in the hearts of their families, friends, colleagues, and the entire NYSC family. Their uniforms may be folded away, and their footsteps may no longer be heard, but the legacy of their service and the love they shared will never be forgotten. Gone too soon, but forever remembered. May their gentle souls rest in perfect peace. Yusuf Faisal reporting from Lu Habsal Multimedia. For Miracle Musa Adamawa News Agency,